presentation on Ghana's relationship with China relating to the bauxite deal that we just had. And the first heading, first paragraph, first line says that China is not the problem. The entry of China as a major actor on the international development scene is a highly positive trend. Despite the shrill protest of some Western propaganda outlets, Imani's perception of the China factor is influenced by the belief that China brings much needed diversification to the sources of international development finance. Second heading says, our leaders must be thorough. As staunch critics of the development cooperation model pushed by the West in Africa for decades now, we have always welcomed China's strictly transactional approach as a means to unsettle the status quo. But there is a caveat. African leaders in Ghana and elsewhere need to take responsibility for whether or not Africans get a good deal. There are no multilateral development institutions and jargons of good governance to hide behind now. Africa and Ghana need leaders that are savvy, detail-oriented, and strategically brilliant to avoid being out-negotiated, dominated, and outmaneuvered by Chinese negotiators, who are among the best in the world. The lazy approach to deal-making that we have seen in many instances in the past will simply not do. That is why Imani continues to put spotlight on government actions involving Chinese deal-making. I read this, and it's available online. You can go back and read it over and over again. The first point that we need to establish is that we are not against the Chinese. We are not against Chinese money. We are not against Chinese development assistance or interaction with us. Indeed, we want that. We need a balance against the West. But that balance does not come free. If we don't get our act together and do our homework, and I say here that in almost all of the deals we've done with the Chinese that we have scrutinized at Imani, from NDC time and even beyond, we did not do our homework well. We go there and throw a Hail Mary and hope that things are going to work out. Things don't work out that way. Every Chinese gift is a Trojan horse. If you don't deal with it well, it will hurt you in the end. And it's not because the Chinese are bad. They are an influence for good. They are here to make sure that we do our homework. The Chinese do not assume the responsibility of thinking for you or doing what you need to do. And if you negotiate badly, they will take their pound of flesh, even if you die. So in conclusion, we need to appreciate that China is good. But the extent to which China will be good for you depends on how much thinking you do before you go, and how alert you are when you are there, and how you conduct yourself even after you've done the negotiation.